Welcome to episode 47 of the Krishnamurti podcast with Samyogi. It's a beautiful morning here. I am about an hour away from sunrise. Today we shall study Krishnamurti's fourth talk at Ommen in the Netherlands, delivered on July 30th, 1933. You know, what Krishnamurti says here is simple but really powerful. Life is this huge mystery, but instead of meeting it directly, most of us get caught up in fake mysteries, illusions we spin for ourselves, and when your mind and heart are tangled in illusion, that becomes a barrier to meeting life. Your actions end up incomplete. If you have listened to our prior episodes, Krishnamurti talks about barriers like insecurity, security, authority, fear, prejudice, tradition, postponement, etc., which hamper life, which prevent one from meeting life in the present, which is ever new, thus making all actions incomplete. Krishnamurti is saying that before we can touch the innermost sanctuary we call life, those illusions have to fall away. And here is the twist. He is not offering a method or a set of steps. In fact, he is saying there is no path. Truth isn't something you can prepare for, study for, or map out. It's uncharted. The only way to come to it is empty, unprepared, with no baggage at all. And then he makes this really beautiful point. There is a living ecstasy, which may be called God or reality, and it's a timeless becoming, a becoming free of past, present, and future. This reality, or God, if you want to call it that, isn't some prize you win at the end. It's not a trophy to put on the shelf. It's alive, continually moving, changing, and the more we approach it with the mindset of success, achievement, or conquest, the more we close ourselves off from actually seeing it. Now, let's turn to Krishnamurti's own words. He begins this talk by saying, you know, life is a tremendous mystery, and most of us create a false mystery and illusion and try to penetrate that illusion, hoping that it will be real. We prefer the mystery of an illusion to the mystery of reality. And life is a mystery which cannot be understood if mind and heart are caught up in an illusion. So all illusion must cease before one can penetrate that innermost sanctuary that one calls life. I am trying to show the manner it can be penetrated, not the way, because I do not believe there is such a thing as a way. There is no path to truth. It's an uncharted land. It is an uncharted land, and you must come to it entirely naked, unprepared. You cannot have it charted. let down. You must come to it wholly, unprepared, free, naked. Then you will understand it. Now, to me, there is a living ecstasy, which may be called God, reality, that is a timeless becoming. It's not an end which is to be gained, achieved, or conquered. It's a thing that is continually moving, changing, alive. It cannot be described. To discover it, to understand it, to penetrate it, the mind must be free of this idea of achievement. You cannot think of truth in terms of gains or in terms of success or conquering. Please, this is not rhetorical. Don't listen to me with a rhetorical mind. And as most minds are crippled by this idea of conquering, achieving, catching hold, our whole system of thought is based on it. So, what did you gather from Krishnamurti's own words? This is the beginning of the talk, and we shall discuss more later in the next episode. But to me, the key points he touched on are these. Point number one: life is a mystery, but we often chase false mysteries, illusions, instead of the real thing. Next point: illusion has to end before being or before we can touch that innermost sanctuary we call life. Next point: there is no path or fixed way to truth. It is uncharted and you have to come to it free, naked, unprepared. Next point: that living ecstasy, God, or reality is not a goal or an achievement. It is alive, moving, timeless. And the final point: our usual mindset of conquering and achieving actually blocks us from understanding truth. So that brings us to the end of this episode. In the next one, Krishnamurti builds on what he began here by showing how this achievement and success at any cost mindset is the very reason most people are caught in suffering. And to escape from that suffering, we often try to forget it through self discipline. Now, if you have been listening to earlier episodes, you already know that according to Krishnamurti, self discipline never leads to completeness of action. We shall go into all this and much more in episode 48. Until then, maybe take a little time to reflect what you have heard, to read further, or watch a Krishnamurti video on YouTube. Or if you'd like something right away, go back to episode 33 of this podcast, where we explored self discipline in detail. Thank you for listening, and I wish you a wonderful day.